going to, in this very tall room, there is a third floor going all the way through this room. And if you look, the Navi points out that you can see below the web using first-person perspective. So let's try that. See, now you can see some water and stuff down there, but can't quite jump through. See, not high enough to get through this web yet. And there doesn't seem to be any source of fire around, so I'm going to have to go up instead. See, here are the Deku Babas that will actually attack you. See, I can hold my shield, and next time he attacks, you're going to want to wait until he does that, and then just flash him. There's a Deku Nut. I told you you were going to get some. Here is the Deku Nut. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to Y, Z, or X. That's what I prefer. The Deku Nut, I don't really use it that much, but some people use it a lot. When they're fighting more difficult enemies, you can, like for example, the Goma larva. They're like miniature versions of the boss of this dungeon. You encounter them on the bottom floor of this dungeon. You can use these Deku Nuts, throw them on the floor like flashbang grenades, almost, and you can stun them and use the opportunity to slash them and defeat them. So let's go ahead and equip one. Alright, so I picked up 5 just now, and maximum you can carry is about 20, I would guess. I don't remember exactly. Alright, so let's go practice defeating some more of these. If you can time it right, you can slash their heads and make them flinch before they actually hit you. But if you don't really have the hang of that, you can block their first strike and then slash them twice quickly. These plants are kind of useful. They regenerate over time, but sometimes they don't yield anything. Like, I just got 2 rupees, but now they're probably not going to yield anything next time. See, there's nothing there. So let's forget about those for now, and you can see Navi interrupts you that time. She doesn't even give you a chance. She tells you that you can look up, you can start climbing this wall by walking up against it as if it were a ladder. This can help you get up to here quicker. You can get up to here quicker instead of climbing the ladder down there and walking all the way over here. If you're low on HP, you can jump off of this little thing over here and grab a heart container, but I don't suggest doing it, especially because it's not even going to help you through the dungeon. This isn't even high enough to break through the webs. So we're just going to continue up to the 2nd floor. Alright, up there on the wall is the Skull Waltula. I had a lot of trouble pronouncing that for a while, Skull Waltula. But anyway, you don't want to touch these. They will only hurt you if you're climbing on the wall, but you can fall from pretty high up if they tackle you. There's no way to dodge them if they spot you, unless you're just a ninja like that. But, hey look, a treasure chest. Let's open it and find out what's inside. And we found the dungeon map. Now you can see the rest of the empty rooms of the dungeon before having entered them. Blue chambers are places you've already visited. Your current location is Flashing Room, I already told you that. Now that I have the dungeon map, I can view every floor of the dungeon without having already been there yet. So let's take a look. And as you can see, the map appeared in the bottom corner. This is a pretty big place. Only reason it says I've been to these rooms before is because it's all the same room. As you could see, I was able to look up and have it be the same room. But, I guess that's the only room of the 1st floor. Then, there's a couple rooms on the 2nd floor. I guess we should go explore those next. And see, look, there's the dungeon map that we got. Yeah, so you're going to want to save that you got that, because it's a pretty useful item. And the room will change shape each time you enter the new room. You can see the room right there in the bottom corner. Okay, so it looks like it's a dead end here, and there's no way to get up that wall safely, so we're going to enter this room now. Okay, this is new. You haven't had to go through a door because Link's village is very primitive. There's no doors. You can just walk right in. Must not be able to keep the heat in that well. But anyway, you can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A, just like Navi said. And yeah, this is important. You're going to want to pay attention to whatever the blue icon says. It's the action icon. See, now I'm next to the door. I can open it, but if I'm facing away from the door, if you're not smart enough to use common sense to know that you can't open a door while facing the other way, you'll be able to notice that all it does is say, I can put my sword away. Now, I can enter the room. Oh god, it closed. Okay. Ow, I just got hit. Alright, let's check this thing out. This is a Deku Scrub. It makes itself look like grass to hide itself. And it'll spit nuts at you. Now, if I try to run up and slash it, it'll hide. It won't let me attack it. He's a sneaky bastard. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna L-target it and let its nut hit my shield and reflect. Then I'm just gonna stand here in the middle and wait for it to come back. And this is a strange enemy because it actually talks. So now he'll give you a hint, which you could have probably figured out once you got to the third floor. When you jump off of a high cliff, hold forward so that you don't take damage when you land. When you land, you'll roll, so you absorb the shock of the fall, but otherwise you'll land and absorb all of the shock, like through your legs, and you'll take massive damage, like maybe lose about a heart or so. And at your current level, that's a lot of HP. And also, rolling won't work if it is a really, really high cliff, like if you're falling from like 3 stories. Like, there's a certain part in the Fire Temple, like much later in the game, where you can fall and hold forward and still not be able to avoid damage. But by that time, you'll have a lot of HP. So, yeah, he leaves the recovery heart. He's a nice fellow. Alright, take the recovery heart if you took damage like I did, because I failed. And you're going to go into the next room. Alright, you can do one of 2 things here. You can do the obvious by hopping across a platform and then hopping over there. Or you can fall down and climb up using the vines. This is the room where you get the slingshot, so I would suggest actually hopping across so you can practice solving the next puzzle. And you're going to want to hop across that quickly because it falls. And now there's no way back over there. And I will open the chest to the slingshot and show you how to get out of here next time. So, I'll see you later, everybody.